While we are highly trained professionals dealing in complex mathematical procedure, we do encourage you to try this at home as it will hopefully help enhance your understanding of maths and improve your exam grade. So welcome back to 1 Less Than 3 Math. I've had a new idea for a new type of playlist where we have 10 minutes, 10 marks, and this is the first video in the playlist. So this is for IGCSE Extended and GCSE Higher Tier exams. Please allow yourself 10 minutes and see how many marks you score. So this is going to give you an opportunity to work in an exam setting. You're going to need a timer, maybe on your phone. You're going to give yourself 10 minutes, maybe set an alarm or a stop clock, and you're going to see how many of these 10 marks you can get. We've got a surds question, we've got a simultaneous equations question, we've got a linear graph question, and we've got a factorization question. So if you want to have a go, give yourself 10 minutes, see how many of the 10 marks you can score before I proceed to go through the solutions and explanations. So please pause the video now and good luck. So welcome back. Hopefully you've had a chance to have a go at these questions, and don't worry if you've struggled on any of them, because I am now here with the solutions. So the first one is to rationalise 3 over 6 minus root 5. Now, when we have a situation like this, we need to eliminate the surd that is part of the denominator. So we're going to start off with our 3 over 6 minus root 5, and I'm going to start by putting brackets around 6 minus root 5, and I'm going to multiply the positive version of the root 5, and this will eliminate the surd on the bottom, on the denominator. But if we're timesing the denominator by something, to keep the fraction equivalent, we also need to times the numerator by it. So we have the bracket 6 plus root 5 on the numerator as well. So this is going to help us rationalise this surd. So we're going to multiply out. The top's fairly straightforward. 3 times 6 is 18, and 3 times root 5 is plus 3 root 5. Now on the bottom, because we've got double brackets, we need to use FOIL. First, outer, inner, last. So we're going to start off with the first. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times positive root 5 is plus 6 root 5. Minus root 5, so this is the inner. Minus root 5 multiplied by 6 is minus 6 root 5. And then finally, root 5 multiplied by root 5. One's positive, one's negative, so it's minus root 25. We can times the roots. So the 5 and the 5 times, they remain the root. So we've got the root of 25. Now we can simplify this. So the plus 6 root 5 and the minus 6 root 5 cancel out. The root of 25 is obviously 5. So now we can say our numerator stays the same. The denominator is going to become 36 take away 5, so our solution here is 18 plus 3 root 5 over 31. We look and see if we can simplify this. We can't, so that is our answer, and that is our 2 marks. So we'll move on to question 2. Solve the simultaneous equations. Now for simultaneous equations, I always say make the y's move. And what I mean by that is create the same coefficient, the same number on the y. So I'm going to times the first equation by 5 in its entirety, and I'm going to times the second equation by 2 in its entirety. So that's going to create 10y. That's making the y's move. So here we go. Times the first equation by 5, we've got 15x plus 10y equals 5. The second equation, we'll times it by 2. We get 8x plus 10y equals minus 16. Now at this point I say, is it the same signs takeaway? Now we look at the signs on the 10y's. Yes, they are both positive, so it is the same signs takeaway. So we can take away one equation from the other to eliminate y. So 15x take away 8x is 7x. 10y take away 10y, both positive, so it eliminates. 5 minus 16 becomes 5 plus 16, which is 21, and then 21 divided by 7, we've got 7x equals 21, so 21 divided by 7 equals 3, and therefore x equals 3. So now we need to sub that back into one of the equations to find the y value. I'm going to go into the first equation. 3x plus 2y equals 1. So what does 3x equal? Well, 3x is going to equal 9. 9 plus 2y equals 1. So we subtract 9 from both sides. We've got 2y equals 1 take away 9, which is minus 8. Divide by 2, y equals minus 4. And there's 3 marks. If you feel like you've got some of the working out correct, give yourself 1 or 2 marks, but be honest. Right, number 3. Find the equation of the line that passes through 4 and 8 and coordinates minus 1 and 23. So when we're finding the equation of a line, it's y equals mx plus c. M is the gradient, c is the intercept. So we're going to start off here by calculating the gradient. Now the gradient is the change in y divided by the change in x. So we're going to look at the change in the y coordinates. I'm going to go from 8 to 23, and that is 15. Now if we're going from the same coordinates, we're going for the x coordinate, we're going from 4 to minus 1. Now that's minus 5, and you have to pay attention to which direction you're going in so that you get your positive or negative gradient correct. So 15 divided by minus 5 is minus 3. So we have our gradient, and we can rewrite our y equals mx plus c as y equals minus 3x plus c. Now, at this point, we need to sub in an x and a y value, substitute in an x and a y value. I choose the first one because it looks easier. So I'm going to sub in x equals 4 and y equals 8. So that's going to look like this. The y is 8. We've got minus 3x, so we're doing minus 3 times 4 plus c. We need to find this c value, the intercept. So that's 8 equals minus 12 plus c. We add 12 to both sides. We get c equals 20. And now we can write our equation of our line as y equals minus 3x plus 20. The fourth question, factorise. Now, if you've seen my other videos, you'll know when I say factorise, you say bracketerise. We need brackets. Now, when we've got 4 terms like this, we need 2 brackets. Now, a little trick for doing this is to look at the first 2 terms and see if we can factorise them. So we're going to factorise that as follows. We're taking the AB out and we're positioning it in the first place of the first bracket. If we're factorising, it's going to be AB in the first bracket, 2 in the second bracket, because AB times 2 would be 2AB, and plus 3C, because AB times by 3C would be 3ABC. So now we need to think about what goes in the second position in the first bracket. Now we've got a 2 in the second bracket. So what would we have to times that by to make it plus 6c? So we'd have to times 2 by plus 3c to make it 6c. Now would that work? 3c multiplied by 3c to make plus 9c squared. Well, 3c times by 3c is 9, and c times c is obviously squared, c squared. So 3c times by 3c is indeed 9c squared. So that would be a correct factorisation there. So that would be another 2 marks. So you need to have a look and see how you did out of 10 marks. And there's various videos on my page that you can look at to try and help improve the skills if necessary. I'll be creating a lot of these 10 minutes, 10 marks questions. You can always have another go if you've got a low score, and don't worry about that because you can always improve. There's plenty of resources on the internet, and I'll be creating plenty more videos. So see how you did, see if you can improve, and keep striving for the best you can be. Okay, so well done for having a go at this, and we'll see you next time. Hasta la pizza, arrivederci, so long, goodbye, au revoir, ciao for now. We'll see you next time.